Hey, yo, welcome into the CHGO White Sox pregame show presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. Welcome into Studio A of our West Loop offices here in Chicago. I'm Sean Anderson, the host of the CHGO White Sox pregame show. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Alongside me, as always, is my guy, Herb Lawrence.
Hello.
Follow him on Twitter at Ecknerwall23. He is the CHGO White Sox community leader. We are here today to preview the matchup between the Chicago White Sox and the Los Angeles Angels taking place at 110 and Guaranteed Rate Field. The White Sox have lost 2 against the Angels. They are playing in a 4-game series. We are looking to split the 4-game series versus the Los Angeles Angels. Herb, how you feeling going into the 4th game? The rubber match, in a way.
Good, because our guy Dylon's on the bump. Hello, Brennan.
Dylon,
Bad because
Dylon.
Sandoval is on the bump for the Angels. And the White Sox haven't played a good series. You know, they played well on Saturday, but other than that 9th inning that happened on Sunday, it's been really bad for the White Sox. All the struggles, all the stuff that's been happening during this slump showed its face on Sunday. So going into this game, I'm confident that Dylan's going to give us a great effort. I'm not confident they're going to score runs against Sandoval.
We'll see. It will be. That's just been the issue with the Sox, is they just haven't been scoring the necessary runs to win games. What's up, Lucky Spag? What's up, Brennan? And JJ saying Eloy on his feet throwing already. LOL. It feels like it will be 6 weeks instead of 8, which would be great for the Sox. I know obviously, having his bat in the lineup is important, but we've been talking about the lineup a little bit before we get into our little debate here about semantics. We've been having a debate about the lineup. I mean, it is possible when Eloy comes back that he could be batting like 6th or 7th if this lineup has Moncada, Robert, and Vaughn above him.
Yeah, but I know that Tony will always have him ahead of guys like that. He just likes it. He just likes to put Eloy in a spot that he hadn't deserved. And speaking of places you don't deserve, we'll get to the lineup a little bit later. He's doing it again, putting people in the wrong spot, and I'm pissed because he doesn't know how to line up construction. Some people think it's negligible. I don't. Put your better hitters up top. So, yeah, I would love for Eloy to be the 7th hitter. That'd be killer if our best home run hitter was the 7th hitter. But, what can we do? Tony La Russa is still the manager. He'll do this. He'll just make me mad. It's like a thing I shouldn't get mad at, and I try to say to myself, hey, you shouldn't get mad because it's going to happen.
Right.
But human nature.
It's real difficult. Joe Tucci saying, so glad I'm going on vacation this week so I can physically take myself away from watching this team.
That's beautiful,
Joe. I hate to tell you, you are at least still here with us. You are still doing the pregame stuff.
You're going to suffer with us, Joe.
So, I mean, maybe the vacation's coming up and you're still getting the last one in. But, hopefully we're hoping for a better effort. Sox are 8-13 this year, 6-6 at home. Angels 15-8 on the year, and the White Sox are just not looking great in these standings. Minnesota leads the division right now, 13-9. Guardians in second and 12-10. Sox at 8-13. Royals at 7-13, and the Tigers at 7-14. All right, Herb, you want to get into a little semantics talk?
Let's do it.
All right, what's up, Connor? Good to see you. KPW in the house, but you asked this question on Twitter yesterday. What is batting around? Is it 9 batters or is it 10-plus batters? Why don't you make your case for 9 batters?
Okay, once the 9th batter of the inning has completed his at-bat, you don't need the 10th batter to come up. So, 9th batter, there's 1 out. 9th batter has completed his at-bat. You have batted around. That is a complete circle. One's at the top. The end of the 9th batter's at-bat completes the circle. You have batted around a circle. You've placed 100% of your lineup on that inning. Now, if that 10th guy comes up, if the 9th guy gets out and there's 2 outs, 10th guy comes up, you still batted around, but that's more. Now, if the inning were to end right there in that inning, after the 9th batter has batted, you still have batted around. That is my argument. Around. If you go more, you don't make a circle. If you go more over to 1 and finish the first person's at bat, You've just traced over the first person.
It's literally I understand that point, but it's not a circle. It's an order. It's a lineup. And also, like I made the point on Twitter, it could be a Star Wars scroll. It can never end. It could be an infinite lineup that never ends, and they just keep batting around until we all die.
I mean, I don't know what Star Wars is. What are you talking about?
People agree with us. There's a beginning, a scene with Star Wars. It happens in every movie. There's a scroll that goes through space and tells you the story. It gives you a preamble, being like, this is the story, this is where we left off, and it just goes on forever and ever.
Just play the movie.
Alex says, agree with Herb, 9 batters is batting around. Twitter disagrees with Herb. Almost 1,000 votes, 10 or more batters, has 61% of the vote. Here is my thought. I saw someone say this on Twitter, and I would love to end the conversation here. Batting through the order is 1 through 9, and then when the first guy comes up, Jose Abreu was that guy yesterday in the 9th inning. When he came up, that is them batting around because that guy is getting a second at bat in the inning. That is how I view batting around because he got a second at bat. There is no definition. We could be here forever. So that's my take on the situation.
Yeah, you're wrong. But it's kind of like the people with the decades and millenniums. You count to 10. The first year started with 1. The first decade ends at 10. So, yes. Even though you're accustomed to the 80s and putting everything in that box.
Like it's 91 to 2000?
It is 91 to 2000.
I think we just ended the debate, actually. KPW says I'm with Sean, and as we know, he's always right.
I mean, he was wrong yesterday. He said that the score is going to be 9-3. He said people are going to hit home runs that didn't. So,
I bet if you check those lottery numbers, though.
As usual, blame Canada.
I have a short memory, so I just think that I think that KPW is right. He's always right. And I don't remember.
Adam's with me, so that's all I need is Adam and Alec.
Hey, you got 2. But other Sean sticking with me.
Yeah, and you say that other Sean's wrong about his name. You
about
blame
his name.
You
That's
blame,
different. This is a different conversation.
You blame
That's a name,
other
not
Sean,
batting around.
Other Sean and his parents about that correct spelling of their name, and now you're agreeing with them because he agrees with you.
He's still great people. He's still absolutely great people. And Alex is one of the worst. Let's go into the starting lineups for the Chicago White Sox. We have the White Sox versus the Angels. Leading off for the Chicago White Sox, well, it is Tim Anderson. He'll be playing shortstop. Okay. Second, Luis Robert. He'll be playing center field. Third, A.J. Pollock in left field. Fourth, Jose Abreu doing the DHing. Fifth, Yasmani Grandal doing the catching. Sixth, Jake Berger batting third. Seventh, Adam Engel in right field. 8, Gavin Sheets playing first base. And 9, Josh Harrison at second base. You got A.J. Pollock thoughts?
Yes. What the you have Yasmani Grandal up there a couple days ago. You had Gavin Sheets up there a couple days. Yasmani Grandal, that's understandable because he's an on-base guy. This year, A.J. Pollock has struggled mightily. I don't know why he's batting in front of Jose Abreu. I go to traditional. The third batter should be a guy that has a little pop, is one of your best batters, can get on base. A.J. Pollock is none of those people. None of those.
I mean,
and I know they dropped Sheets down because he's a left-hander versus a left-hander. Just had a good game. I would rather have him the inverse to change up some of that right-handedness up there at the top of the lineup, but I understand why he's doing that. A.J. Pollock is not a third batter.
He can get on base. I mean, versus left-handed pitchers last year. I mean, he had 12 walks to 26 strikeouts. So, I mean, that's like, half right there. I mean, that's a pretty good percentage right there. And he had an on-base percentage of 360. I don't really hate this just because he will be able to pick up Sandoval pretty decently. But I do understand your point. Abreu and Grandal should be above Pollock. I mean, that is just, they are better run producers, and they are still going to be having advantageous batting stances against them because Grandal is a switch and Abreu is a right-handed hitter.
And whenever Andrew Vaughn comes back from his broken, non-broken hand, he's not broken, but 3 goddamn days. How long does it take to the thing that they're not worried about?
Well, he was available to pinch hit yesterday. Hopefully, he's at least potentially available yesterday.
I don't think he was available to pinch hit yesterday. He just had the fleece on. I know they said it. Yeah. He didn't have his jersey on underneath that. He just had his fleece on. But Luis Robert also batting second. Somebody had to talk to him. We got to see better at bats. And I forgot who it was. Probably was Jordan Lazowski because he's really smart.
Yeah.
These are not him just being aggressive. This is an undisciplined batter. And until he gets disciplined, he needs to be dropped down from the lineup or show it today. Because if it doesn't change, he's not listening to you, or you guys are fine with it, which is even worse.
And I think Jordan's point was the fact that, Tim and Luis can't be back-to-back just because they have such similar approaches where they are so swing-heavy, where they are so aggressive, where you can, have, right after the first two batters, 2 pitches and 2 outs. That is just what we've seen before from the Sox, and we see that even if it's not 2 pitches, maybe they get to 2 pitches and then it's 4 pitches and 2 outs. That's the biggest issue, is maybe separating Robert and Anderson just because of their similar profiles as hitters.
And like I said yesterday, you can argue that Tim Anderson is fine in the number 1 hole because of the stats and the results are great. And I won't argue with you. If I had my druthers, he wouldn't be the leadoff guy, but he seems to want to do that, and he's doing well in it, so let him do it. But there's no excuse for Luis Robert to be hitting in the 2 hole right now, especially what he's doing. It's costing this team. It's not, as we discussed yesterday, it's not getting his best pitches available to him. Pitchers know this, and it's going to be like this until he changes. It's not the pitchers are going to change. He needs to change.
Yeah, and we see a couple people asking in the chat, JJ saying, who do we think will get sent down this week for Moncada and Kelly? And then Jimbo saying, roster shrink to 26-2 this week, correct? 4 will need to go down to bring back Moncada and Kelly. So they already sent Sean Anderson Severino down to AAA, and they sent Danny Mendick down today. So we are down to 26-man rosters now. So they have already shrunk those down, Severino and Mendick down to AAA. And then when Moncada and Kelly gets back, I would probably assume it would be Matt Foster going, and then Jake Berger going for Moncada, and then for Kelly being replaced by Foster. I see Bennett Sousa being mentioned by Alec, but I'm not sure how you feel.
I'm going with Berger 100%. That's going to happen. And I'm more on, I said Bennett Sousa when Lance Lynn comes back. I'm probably more Ryan Burr because he's just, another right-hander who's at the back end of the bullpen. So yeah. Bennett Sousa is a, third left-hander that's probably not having the most success. Tanner Banks is staying, and you're keeping Aaron Bummer. So Bennett Sousa will be sent down eventually when everybody comes back up.
They just called back Burr, so I don't like Burr. I would have sent him down. I actually wouldn't even call him up. I would have given Crick more of a shot to figure it out in the bullpen, but they didn't really want to do that. I think they like Ryan Burr better than we do, so I think Ryan Burr is going to get the opportunity to at least pitch throughout May and see if he gets the chance. I could see Sousa get sent down just because they do have Tanner Banks who's performing well. I know Bummer has been struggling a little bit, but I do think that, Burr is probably going to get stretched out a little bit, and I don't think that they're going to send him back down. I'd be honestly pretty surprised by that. I don't know if Foster's back to his 2020 form. He doesn't really have that changeup just yet, but he's been better than 2021.
And I'm not too far away from you, Shane. Lucky Spag cheats in Dallas, but they like that Cheats hits from the left side. And I think in the major leagues, his role will be kind of this platoon guy. And so he can do this at the major league level. Berger, as I stated with Sean, when he pretty much correctly said that not Berger's going to be sent down, it's going to be Mendick. Berger probably needs to play every day. With Yohan back on the active roster, probably on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Berger will not get that opportunity. He'll be sent back to AAA. They'll still need the left-handed bat of Sheets in the lineup just to put him in there as a DH guy, a guy who come off the bench and give you a big hit. And Dallas, that's not going to happen. You know that's not going to happen. We saw the thing with the Mets today with Robinson Kayes. That's not going to happen with Dallas Keuchel because we don't have the right owner.
I'd be pretty shocked to see if Dallas Keuchel got DFA'd, and I don't even really think it's the owner part. I think that they just believe in their signing. This is a guy that didn't make the postseason roster last year. I don't think that he's given you anything to prove that he needs to be on this team, but I think he'll still be on this team. So,
do you want Robinson Cano?
No, I don't want Robinson Cano. Do you?
If it's just league minimum, it can hurt, might help.
Yeah,
another first base DH type.
He can't really.
He's not playing.
He can't really do
anymore.
second base anymore. But maybe he run into one. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I'd rather give a shot.
Come on, KPW. You know you liked it
on Justin Upton, maybe. Let's talk real quick about Andrew Vaughn because he's not in the lineup. Tony La Russa says Andrew Vaughn has improved, but his hand/wrist not yet big league ready. Still feeling discomfort when he swings. TLR doesn't think Vaughn will be able to pinch hit today. It's truly day-to-day, and they see if he can go tomorrow. When tomorrow comes, that's from Vinny Duber.
What the hell happened? Yesterday was available hit.
Yesterday they say, okay.
After they get the x-ray, they said day-to-day.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. I mean, the White Sox love to tell you that things are day to day, and they also love to be absolutely conservative when putting guys out with injuries. You can look at Luis Robert. Luis Robert was supposed to be day to day after running to first in Cleveland, and he missed the entire Minnesota series. This has been happening. Yasmani Grandal is now catching his second time since hurting himself running into second base on the double. Since he's hurt himself on that play, he's only caught twice. This is his second time.
Lots of Reese McGuire.
He's been put in the DH spot because Andrew Vaughn's been hurt, but they're not going to tell you that he's injured or that he is banged up because, well, hell, everyone is banged up and everybody is injured. So it really does feel that they're being really cautious with everybody, Herb, and even Hendricks. We haven't seen Hendricks. Hendricks has been day to day since slipping and falling. Have we seen him?
No, we saw him the other day in the non-save situation, the 4-0 victory on Saturday.
So we've seen him once since he's the Minnesota mishap?
Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen him. I think that's half of the problem. Like, the White Sox haven't had opportunities to put him out there. I would, if I was a good manager, just put him out there every once in a while so he can stay on his regular schedule, not rust away. And that might be a part of why Hendricks is not at his peak right now, because he's not getting opportunities to go out there and do it. And when he does, he's failing most of the time.
And still, I mean, he pitched Saturday. That was still, 6 days between his appearance on Sunday and his appearance on Saturday. Yeah. Wasn't Vaughn on the on-deck circle when Sheets ended the game yesterday? I did not hear that at all. All I knew that was Gavin Sheets was up. So maybe people saw it differently in the park, but watching the game from the actual broadcast, we did not see Andrew Vaughn. The only time we saw him was in the dugout, like Herb said, in street clothes, in a hoodie. So let's go to the Angels lineup. We got Taylor Ward leading off for the Los Angeles Angels, who'll be playing in right field. You got second, Brandon Marsh playing center field. Third, Mike Trout DHing. Fourth, Jared Walsh playing first base. Fifth, Jack Mayfield playing third base. Sixth, Kurt Suzuki doing the catching. Seventh, Joe Adell playing left field. 8, Tyler Wade playing second base. And 9, Andrew Velazquez playing shortstop.
Hey, no Ohtani, no Rendon. Sunday lineup on a Monday. I'm in for it. Let's eat, Dylan Cease. That lineup, and you see 27 there. If he has no one on base or a base open to be walked, 27 gets walked. None of that other stuff can hurt you. The top of that can hurt you.
Taylor Ward could, yeah.
Yeah, after 27 gets out, you're good.
Yeah, we're averaging about 8 walks per game over the last 3. I mean, if we're going to walk somebody, let's pick the right guy here.
Yes. Right. And don't even throw pitches. Don't waste pitches. 4. Go to first.
Right.
2-7.
We're not going to run up Dylan Cease's pitch count. We don't need that.
Yeah, let's make this real easy.
Some length.
And I'm pretty sure that I thought I saw Ohtani be the DH listed first, so I'm not sure if he got scratched or something. So the White Sox might be able to avoid him. I think he's pitching tomorrow, so I think that he might be getting the day off today.
And remember, he left the game yesterday with a little, hammer or something like that.
Yeah.
They got taken out of the game, so maybe he's just getting an extra rest because he's going to pitch tomorrow night.
Just double-checked. If he was in that original lineup card, he's no longer in it.
Okay.
So no Ohtani in the starting lineup at least.
Thank you for doing that check.
Let's go.
All right, let's go to Carpe Diem. Let's talk about the White Sox versus Patrick Sandoval, and let's talk about Dylan Cease because you got to seize the day here. Got to get a win. White Sox taking on left-handed pitcher Patrick Sandoval. 15 innings pitched. No earned runs allowed in those 15 innings. 9 hits allowed, 20 Ks, and 6 walks. He doesn't have an ERA plus because he doesn't have an ERA. Dylan Cease, 22 innings pitched.
Let's give him one.
3.27 ERA, 16 hits allowed, 28 Ks, 10 walks, and an ERA plus of 112. The league average is 100, so he is 12% better than an average starter. But it feels like Dylan Cease has been better than that 12% better than an average starter.
Let's ride 112. Awesome. You won't get that.
No.
Chris, you did. The Patrick Sandoval, let's give him an ERA. That's for Chris Tannehill and Ed Farmer. They used to always say that. He's like, yeah, Darren, he doesn't have an ERA.
Doesn't have an ERA.
Let's give him one. Yeah. I'm feeling good about Dylan Cease, as I said before. When he goes on the bump and Giolito goes on the bump, no problems. I know they're going to give us a quality effort. Those guys are nasty. I don't know who Patrick Sandoval has faced, but 15 innings, giving up only 9 hits, that's filthy.
Yeah.
The White Sox are a team that usually batters around left-handers, but the last time they saw a left-hander in Daniel Lynch, they got the 6 shutout innings. I hope KPW's not in here predicting garbage like that again. Stop it, KPW. But yes, I know when the game starts and Mr. Sandoval's pitching his first pitch, it's going to be in the dirt. Tim's going to swing at it.
Yeah.
And next guy's going to swing at the first pitch too. I just need a better plan. I won't need them had gone home last night, understood that ninth inning was more of what they should be doing than what they did the first 8, and learning their lessons quickly and adjusting and letting Patrick Sandoval get himself into trouble, because you know that lineup, once Patrick Sandoval has to come to you and the ball's in the zone, those guys can hit it. Getting your pitch and picking it out is what it's all about. I don't know if they understand that. I don't know if Frank Menachino's passing that along, but it's very vital for them to understand that they need to get their pitch. 2-0, 3-1 pitches, put Patrick Sandoval in a jam so they can get better results than they had yesterday.
And there you go, KPW prediction. Sandoval will get an ERA today. So
there we
we'll
go, KPW.
If the White Sox can have any luck. They have faced Patrick Sandoval before.
They're allowed
in his
back in.
third career start, the White Sox played him on August 16th in 2019. Patrick Sandoval pitched 4 1/3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. But this is a completely different pitcher. That was a 22-year-old pitcher. This is now a guy with 3 years of seasoning, and it has played very well. He's faced Miami, Houston, and Cleveland. So, a really good lineup in Houston, but he was only able to go 4 innings throwing 85 pitches. So it will be important to get to a bullpen that has been used a lot. They had a bullpen day when Thor got scratched. They used guys on Saturday.
They were filthy on Friday.
On Sunday, they used 2 guys, and they used Iglesias and they used Tapera. So, this is a bullpen that is damaged. So make sure that you are taking your pitches and make sure that you are getting that pitch count high up against Sandoval so they use some of those weary arms out in the pen.
What's his pitch mix? What are you expecting today from the White Sox going against Patrick Sandoval? Because I am oblivious to what the Mr. Sandoval throws. I know that you
talk about it?
Oh, yeah. I know that you love what he does. And I don't know if that's against what the White Sox are usually strong at, but I'm not excited about this game on the offensive side.
Yeah, I don't know if you should be. It will be a little bit tricky. He throws a fastball, four-seam fastball. That's going to be his main pitch 32% of the time. He throws a changeup 24% of the time, a slider 17.9% of the time, a sinker 13.8% of the time, and a curveball 11.8% of the time. So he does have 5 pitches, but he's not going to use them equally versus right-handers and left-handers. What I do first want to go to is his changeup. His changeup is absolutely disgusting. This is from @Foolish Baseball, one of the best baseball minds out there. If you're not following him,
Bailey, right?
Follow the damn guy. Yes, Bailey. Changeups with 0 base runners allowed in 2022, minimum 50 pitches. Shane McClanahan, who's a stud for the Rays, Joey Krehable, and then Patrick Sandoval. And Patrick Sandoval versus these right-handed hitters, this heavy right-handed lineup, will use that changeup to death. It's not as good as Lucas Giolito's because not many are, but it is a fantastic, fantastic changeup. And Herb, this is what I want you to look at. You see those red?
Yeah.
That's where he throws it a lot. It's outside and away. It's away from all that power. So if the White Sox see a lot of fastballs up here, they're going to see a lot of changeups down here. So that's what you're going to be expecting. A lot of north to south, which I do think plays in the Sox favor because he does miss over and out in front of the plate a decent amount.
Do you think the White Sox have studied that?
No.
The White Sox hitters have studied that.
No, and that's the thing is, I've seen so many different opportunities for the White Sox to take advantage of the opposing pitcher. We saw it with Daniel Lynch. We saw it with Tristan McKenzie. We saw it with Zach Plesac. We saw it with Michael Lorenzen yesterday. We have seen many, many opportunities where the White Sox should have taken advantage of the opposing pitcher. I don't know if they'll be able to do this today. I do like the fact that he is more of a north-south guy. I think the White Sox do better when they're working north-south rather than east to west. Yeah, they really do a tough time outside of Tim taking balls the other way when pitched to the outside, and that's what Daniel Lynch did a masterful job of doing against them when he pitched 6 shutout innings. But against righties, you're going to see a heavy dose of that four-seam fastball, and then you're going to see that changeup. So four-seam fastball about 36% of the time, and then you'll see that changeup about 26% of the time. And again, it'll be top and probably high and in, and then that changeup will be low and away.
And that works. So if you match those high fastballs with a high changeup, players will see that out of the hand as a fastball, be way out in front of it, either ground out or be way out in front of it and strike out. So they need to be patient. As you said, have the Tim approach. Let that ball get deep.
Right.
What does he throw, 95?
No, not even. He has a little bit above average speed-wise, but I think it sits around 94.
Yeah, so let it get deep. He's not blowing you past with the maximum
he might
velocity.
Hit 95 at some times, but he'll probably sit 93, 94.
He's not throwing you maximum velocity. If you can't hit a 95-mile-per-hour fastball while letting it get deep, then you shouldn't be in the major leagues. Serve those balls into right field. That's what should be the White Sox plan versus this guy. Because if he has almost 30% changeups to his 35% fastballs, you can't sit on the fastball. Right. It's impossible because he'll just make you look silly up there.
And the thing, too, is his walk rate is fairly high. As a 10% walk rate, that's higher than it was last year. That's higher than what it was in 2020.
White Sox like walks. What else?
Right. I mean, but that's the thing. If we see the approach that we saw in the ninth inning, they were getting into hitters' counts. They were getting into 3-2 counts. They were getting into counts where they could possibly walk. The White Sox need to be patient, and they need to understand that it's fastball changeup with this guy. Yes, he does have a slider. Yes, he does have a curveball. He does have a sinker. But like what you really need to focus on is that fastball and is that changeup. That's his bread and butter right there. I don't really think that he can accurately locate that slider well enough. I don't think that he can accurately locate that curveball enough. And honestly, if you look at the heat map on where he's been hitting it, the reds are in the zone, Herb. I mean, that's where his slider is. That's where his curveball is. He hangs them and bangs them sometimes. So the White Sox just need to take advantage of the mistakes, and they need to see as many pitches as possible because that's how the mistakes are made. Make sure this guy is tired. Don't give him an easy 8-pitch inning. Don't make him, work, 1, 2, 3 like we saw with Daniel Lynch to a maddening result. You need to get guys on base. They did a decent job yesterday against Michael Lorenzen with that, but you're going to need to draw some walks today to have success because this changeup will throw you off and it'll just lead to a lot of ground balls, which we saw has been the White Sox demise before.
And we saw what happened when a tired Lorenzen in the ninth inning, and they allowed him to get tired and allowed him to make his own mistakes. Same thing with Raisel Iglesias. They got to take from that ninth inning into this game and then moving forward. Your aggressiveness is admirable, and you're hitting the ball really hard, but the results suck. Let's change it up a little bit, and it starts with Timmy. Tim has to do it, and Mailman Jack thinks he should walk in the first inning. I don't know what PointsBet has that at, Sean, but it must be plus $1 million.
Tim Anderson to walk in the first inning?
In the first inning.
I don't know if you even have that. I do know that you get plus money, I think, if you take White Sox to score a run in the first inning, and I think that's going to be their key today. If they can keep their momentum from yesterday's ninth inning into the first inning today, that's how they're going to win this game. If they're able to get to Sandoval early, that's how they're going to win this game today. So you can't lose 4 consecutive series. You need a dub today. I agree with Dan from the 219. I'd even bet on it. The best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use code CHGO when you sign up. If you do that right now, you get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. That's not it. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content, and you'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, and a free t-shirt from the CHGO locker, all for using code CHGO when you sign up with PointsBet. If you have any questions, you can email pointsbet@allchgo.com and we'll help you out. PointsBet is your home for live in-play betting, and it just got even better. Introducing PointsBet's newest feature, the live NBA same-game parlay. For the first time ever, you can build the perfect live NBA same-game parlay only with PointsBet. Combine your favorite bets anytime during the game, and if you want more, you can also boost your live same-game parlays. You can watch live, parlay live, and boost live with PointsBet. Online sign-up is available in Illinois. You can download the PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. So what are you, the listener, waiting for? Once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet life at PointsBet. Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Herb, we got our click to picks to go to, and we also got some bets to give out the people. I'm going to go up first. I'm going to say I think you should bet on the White Sox to score a run in the first inning. I do think the White Sox will do that. I hope that the White Sox will do that, I guess. It will be a difficult matchup against Sandoval, but I think it is one that they can take advantage of. I mean, this is the team that is supposed to be able to hit left-handed hitting. Let's go out and hit left-handed hitting. This guy isn't, a tough cookie to crack. He's going to throw you balls. Make sure you take them. Make sure you're not feeding into what this guy wants to do. And if you do that, I think the Sox will win. So I like the Sox to score a run in the first inning, and I also like them on the run line, -1.5, +145. I said it yesterday. I picked a 9-3 victory, but I just have a feeling, Herb, if the Sox are going to win, they're going to win by 2 runs. And that might be any game this year. We saw what they do when they hit home runs. I think that he leaves a lot of pitches out and over in the middle of the plate, and I think the White Sox can take advantage of that. So I think if the White Sox hit home runs today, they will win by 2 or more. So those are my plays. I'll take the White Sox on the run line, -1.5, and the White Sox to score in the first inning.
I got Tim Anderson to record 3+ total bases today. It's +225. I think that's pretty much free money right there. Tim Anderson's on a good streak right now. He's probably the only White Sox hitter who's actually hitting the ball because he's taking the ball to right field. Saw in the 9th inning with a lace single in left field. So +3 seems like easy money for me. That's just Tim Anderson home run. Done.
Yeah, or Tim Anderson
Or
double
triple.
and a single. There you go, or a triple. There's a lot of ways. It could be 2 doubles. We never know,
singles.
friends.
3 walks.
You can't be no, but the total bases is you got to get by hits.
Okay.
So it can't be walks. So
right.
you need 3 singles.
That's why. Fuck.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm taking that back. Sorry. Can I get it back?
We do have
Tim is a walk machine.
Yeah, we do have the South Side jerseys debuting today, so it's going to be a South Side Monday. I think that they're getting rid of the 83s.
Please, Jesus.
So I think that we're done with those on Sundays, but you will be seeing the South Side jerseys today. Herb, there was not a lot of good luck in those last year, but do you think the Sox will be able to get rid of that good luck, get off that good luck, and get to their winning ways? What's your prediction for today's game score-wise?
Pain.
Pain and suffering.
And then also a loss. The White Sox are going to lose today and lose 3 out of 4 to the Angels. It's just how it's gone. I can't feel good about this team. I think they're going to lose like 3-1, something where Dylan holds them back. The bullpen gets a couple late runs. The White Sox only scratch across 1 run. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to be Debbie Downer.
No, it's okay. I mean, they suck.
8-13.
I'll go 6-2. White Sox win. I do think that the White Sox will win. I don't know if it's positivity or if it's just it has to end at some point.
Does it?
I think.
Does it?
I think
it's gonna end.
That's the weird ass Minnesota Twins last year.
Yeah, but the Sox are hurt. I can't say that they were hurt more. I don't know. This White Sox team isn't as bad as the Twins are last year. But and we got one final thing. Cal saying, I think Tia should DH. He's one of the worst shortstops. I think I remember you being a Twins fan from yesterday, Cal. So just interesting to
you got
think
little
about the
Yachty
slant.
pitcher there. Get out of here.
To think about, cold as Minnesota, cold like Minnesota. All right,
Is that
you
his
guys,
song?
Yeah, it's Minnesota by Little Yachty, and he goes cold like Minnesota. Cold like Minnesota.
These are modern day MCs,
and they're hot too. Minnesota is leading the division.
Terrible.
That's gonna do it though.
We didn't do our click to plicks, did we? Yep.
Oh, we didn't.
We did not.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Who's your click?
Josh Harrison. I'm
pick?
just picking him. I'm thinking that 9th inning unnecessary double he hit sparked himself for a good day today. So Josh Harrison will be my man's.
I'm gonna go Jose Abreu. Just cause.
You all right? You call Jimbo, and you guys have a meeting tomorrow in the Jose Abreu Haters Club.
Yes, we do.
Straighten that out?
We will straighten that out. And I do think that Jose Abreu will knock out a Patrick Sandoval change up for a home run. So I might put some money down on that. Jose Abreu to hit a home run is not listed right now on PointsBet. So if I could, I would. But I do think that Jose Abreu will go yard today in a White Sox winner, 6-2. But we will talk to you after the game, no matter the result, whether Herb is right being a pessimist and the Sox lose, or I'm right and the Sox, on my optimistic take, the Sox win. We will talk to you after the game on the CHGO White Sox postgame. For Herb Lawrence, I'm Sean Anderson. Thank you to Stephen Nicholas for your production. Thank you to Lawrence Benedetto for your help. And thank you to Tusk for your 1979 album. Thank you to Fleetwood Mac for your 1979 album, Tusk. We will talk to you after the game. Go Sox.